Hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Friday, July the 14th. Ready to learn, ready to grow, and have fun while we transform. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. Today we're talking about the haters, the complainers, the negative feedback peoples, and how we can navigate those oceans, those waves. That's what we're doing. So how are we all doing? I see you chatting amongst yourself. There's the swoosh. Let's do this. Welcome, Rosa. Great to have you here. You're here as well. Sarah C5 Go Ronix, also known as Veronica. Great to have you here. Ah, thank you so much, Rosa. That's so kind for supporting the show. So kind of you. Always greatly received with so much love and kind words because you're supporting us, and that makes the difference. You make the difference. Great to have you here on the live stream. Here we go. Superstar is here. Welcome back, as always. Hello, hello, hello. Mina is here as well. Hope you are well. Tanya the Superstar as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you're on youtube.com/Joseph Clough. It's where all the chatter usually begins and carries on. It's okay. I'll do it again, but I don't know where the audio file is. The swoosh. I must have it somewhere. Maybe I don't. Oh, I've got a couple. I have to stop the music though, ready? No, we don't. I think that's the one. That's the one. I don't know if you can hear that. You got the swoosh. I love it. Good presupposition there. Thank you for doing so. 8 likes so far. 8 likes. 8 thumbs up. So I've been teaching this morning since 8 o'clock. Teaching hypnosis. That's been fun. The master practitioners were combining processes, creating new ones in a way, modifying. I love teaching the I love all teaching, but I love teaching hypnosis. Just because that was my first thing I learned. And I like the freedom, the flow, the adaptability, the resourcefulness. You can just transition here and there and everywhere. And they're a great group as well, so by Sunday, we'll have, I don't know how many people are in the training. I want to say 15, 16 maybe. 16 new certified practitioners in hypnosis, NLP, coaching, and so on, to be able to increase their business, to become a coach, help people, better educators. So that's fun. So yeah, it's been really fun teaching. So I skipped class at the end. So Melissa's taken over. I finished just about 1:15, 1:20. And then I'm back tomorrow at 8 a.m. And then back on Sunday at 8 a.m. The cool thing that we do on the Master Prac level is we get people to invite a guest and then get to work with a guest. So the Master Practitioners have like a real live session, a breakthrough session would call that one, because it's like 5 hours long. So that's going to be fun. Everyone gets a bit nervous at first, but you have so much fun doing so. I do thank you ever so much. It's always good to hear the audio version, of course. Adding otherwise, I do know the unequivocally. You get me mixed up again. I know the word. I think I've got to just say it without thinking about it. Happy Friday to you. Great to have you here. Welcome. And thank you. I do love teaching. I like teaching here. I like teaching in-person seminars. I like the trainings. Of course, my main program, the coaching calls there, is always fun. It's always good. I like teaching. The difference, I would say, is I've got to be very, very, very highly aware of what I'm saying when I'm saying it, so I can then break it down. I learned that from someone. Some people are very good teachers and they don't know what they do. So they can do something, but they don't know how to break it down. And then I met a teacher who was able to go and do a demonstration and then go, I said this at this point in time because of this. And did you notice that? So I always like that side of the teaching. Because that means you can do something unconsciously and break it down consciously. Does hypnosis involve a psychology class? Well, it depends what you mean by psychology. I have my own thoughts. But it's not like, say, accredited by a psychology university class. But yeah, not all stage hypnosis, but that still was kind of formulates psychology. But yeah, we go all into the mind. Why the mind does what it does and how to stop it, how to evolve it. Oh, you are, aren't you? That's right. So you're going to have the breakthrough experience. I was once on the breakthrough experience when my dad was on his master practitioner. I was a guest. So I was on the other side of it. So I've been on the side of the guest, I've been the side of the practitioner, and I've also been the side of the assistant. And also, obviously these days, the last 15 years or so, been on the side of the trainer. I've been on all sides. And each one has a great, valuable lesson. It's funny. I meant to be certified. Does hypnosis coaching involve a psychology class? Well, not like I said by university. We go into lots of stuff ultimately. We just don't teach, like, for example, an induction or even a technique or a process. We go into why it does what it does, how the brain works, how the unconscious mind is doing it. So in a way, yes. So each part of what we do, it involves the psychology. Yes, it is. You. I don't use Instagram much, but I posted a video of a compilation, 60 seconds of my mind being confused. So I don't even know my Instagram URL, but it's something like Joseph_Clough. And you'll be able to see all the madness or relive the madness. But it was fun. So thank you for bringing it up. Hey Med, great to have you here. Welcome. This is true. Awesome. Nice, I love it. Yeah, I get so many therapists or psychologists reaching out. I mean, I say so many, quite a few over the year, saying that they aren't trained in hypnosis, but they send them my app accompanying with what they do. So it's a great little holistic balance and harmony, I should say. You don't want balance, you want harmony. So that's awesome. It really helps. Yeah, it was funny. That was funny. Hey Eric, great to have you on Facebook, tuning in. I said, I don't think we've got any other Facebookers. It is tough for artists, writers, musicians. And I might talk about this, I might not do. So, and it wasn't planned this way, because I watched it afterward. I watched it yesterday, but there was a footballer, a soccer player in other words, if you're in America, amazing talent, and then dropped off, had all these lack of success, going from another club to another club on loan and things like that. And he just did an interview. He's called Dele Alli, and he did an interview about the truth, because the tabloids got hold of it, of where he was, and he was technically in rehab, but he got all this criticism which just reinforced his issues, his addictions. And then he's just come out saying about his upbringing. Like, he was a drug dealer at or smuggling drugs at 8 years old or something. He was, had a horrific experience with other people. He had sexual abuse, adoption, drug, alcohol abuse growing up, no structure. And he got all this criticism, and no one knew what he was going through, or what he'd been through as well, childhood-wise. On the surface, they see this superstar athlete being great, and then he doesn't perform, and they're like, oh, I think the term, what he got termed as being lazy. He's just got lazy. He's got all the money, and he became lazy. But the reality was, he was going through stuff. And one thing what people don't always think about, and I thought about this when the World Cup was on a couple of years ago, and one of the Euros, sorry, one of us wingers, I can't remember his first name, but Saka, it was a penalty shootout. So if you miss a penalty, or if you're the one to miss at the end and the other team scores, obviously you lose the match for the whole nation. And imagine that pressure and stress and all the abuse you can get from that. And he's like, I don't know how old he was or is, but he's like 19 years old, being watched by many millions, like more than the Super Bowl and all those kind of things, in a stadium of like 80,000 people or more. And you're like 20, 18, 19, 21 years old. That's immense. So it's something we've got to be very conscious of if we're quick to criticize or judge, and we don't always know. Most of the time we don't know. It's something we've got to be very conscious of, because we don't know what people have gone through. Like with this player, Dele Alli, no one knew about his abuse growing up, like sexual abuse or the drug abuse, alcoholic parent, being a dealer at like 8 years old, smuggling drugs. It's something that we've got to be very aware of. So we'll go into a bit of that, I guess. Oh, that's awesome. You are most welcome. We're gonna make it bigger and better too. Thank you very much. That was a quick one as well. I had to do that quickly yesterday. Indeed. Great to have you here, Joe. So we've got to think about it in two ways. We've got to have self-reflection, as in what is real and what is not. Are there things that we need to change? Or is it other people? Like, is it just the atmosphere or the environment, I should say, the people in the environment? But this episode might be of help either way. Well, if you're talking about Spurs in competitions, then you haven't got much to talk about. They don't get into the finals to lose out on penalties. I know you're talking about England, but just a little one there. You gotta get to the finals to be knocked out of them. Yeah. Plus he's off soon, right? If not now, in a year, probably. Yeah. Hey Cheryl, great to have you here. Welcome. Thank you for your YouTube comments. There's so many I can't even reply to them all. Wow. Not sure. I have to think about it. Like, Richard Allison doesn't seem like a gentleman to me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully this episode will help. You're not late because we haven't really started yet. It's just a pre-show. True. Okay, yeah, so now we know more about that. So, what did I say about rugby? Rugby is a game for thugs played by gentlemen, and football is a gentleman's game played by thugs. I think that's what they say. Ah, awesome. The book, Be Your Potential. That's awesome. So pleased you enjoyed it, or enjoying it. So it's 20 past the hour. I'm not going to say it's going to be a long or short stream, but I have been teaching all day, so I want to make sure that I preserve my energy because I'm working tomorrow and Sunday, teaching at 8 a.m. each day. Sunday will be easier though, because they're in their breakthrough session, but still. Which football is a gentleman's game played by thugs? So football, they say, there's just the kind of thing they say. Football is a gentleman's game played by thugs. Rugby is a thug's game played by gentlemen because they're far more, they're kind, they don't swear or as much. But you'd expect it because it's like all rough. Like think of American football without any padding, helmets or anything like that. So it's a bit of, you gotta be like a strong character. That's what they say. I am at the moment. I am busy. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday last week. Then it was all weekend. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is where we are. And then Saturday is Sunday. But it's all good. Hey, Sue. Hopefully you're cool in the Arizonian heat. And hey, Angela. Great to have you here. Welcome. Yeah, it's just a quote that they say. Or you watch old football. Watch the football in the 80s, as in soccer, but it's football, in the 80s. Ruthless. Haters gonna hate. That's true. Nice. Superstar Nicole is here. Nicole! I have not. I don't know any of Hilary Duff's. I wouldn't even know what she'd look like. I know of her name as being a singer. Right? Yeah, it must be a singer because I heard the song. True. Okay. Hey, welcome all the way from Rhode Island. You are quite far. I'm in sunny San Diego, and by sunny I mean crazy hot. I think it's 90 degrees outside. But great to have you here. Welcome to the stream. We go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. East Coast, 11 p.m. in the United Kingdom. I was going to say, I thought she was an actress. Was she an actress who went to become a singer? Like the Disney people who tend to become singers and things? I don't know. I think you've had enough. You've had enough of that. When I was over in England, it was crazy warm. Yeah, Texas. Whew. I was Austin, Texas for a couple of years, and that was quite the experience. We've got like 22 people all over at the moment who are on this live, if that's what you mean. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, not now. It's gone, is it? Well, if it's 90 degrees now, I'm happy to give up 15 of those degrees. I don't know what that is in the other way around, because I always see it differently in my mind. Being different things like currencies and all those different things, I find it tricky sometimes. But I'll give you 15 degrees. So it brings it down to my 75. And that should be a good... that should be a good compromise. And you can have a lot of Sues there as well. Like, I think we'll take off a good 25 at least. No, even more than that. 30 at least. You get 30 degrees from Phoenix, plus my 15 or so, whatever I said. Thank you so much. So, so kind. One thing I loved about Austin was absolutely that. The live music, the slide guitar. I never knew a slide guitar even existed. It's changed now, but going down like Rainy Street was amazing. Those old houses turned into bars and all the live music. There you go, you wanted some. You wanted it, you get it. You didn't specify how many degrees you wanted. Can we see the map later? I could do, but I gotta figure out how to. Remind me later if we can. What does my tattoo say? This one? In light in the illusionary darkness, there is only love. I'm the everlasting moment of oneness. I am love. That's it. In light in the illusionary darkness, there is only love. I am the everlasting moment of oneness. I am love. I'll see what I can do. Yeah. I don't know, I probably could I'd take dry heat compared to the humidity. Oh, this one here. Did I go to South by Southwest? Yes, I did. That was the thing that confused me, because South by Southwest was in all the bars, so it wasn't. I thought it'd be like a festival only in one location, but it was actually everywhere. We actually, it's a really cool movie, and it had famous actress Sally. Is it Sally Fields? Well, my ex's best friend's ex-husband produced that movie. There's a really cool one it's like kind of quirky one based in New York and Long Island. And we got invited to the premiere and the after party and stuff. So yeah, that was fun. It's a good movie. And that's like my first after party or premiere I've ever been to. But yeah, I did like living in Austin. It was fun. I liked it. Just not the humidity. Oh my goodness, all the comments. Enlighten the illusionary darkness. That's what it says. Yeah. Enlighten the illusionary darkness. There's only love. I'm the everlasting moment of oneness. I am love. Just a thought that I have. Nice. I don't think I actually ever had the Bluebell ice cream, but I went to Buc-ee's Everyone do a Google search of Bucky's garage, or if you're in England, you say garage, petrol station, gas station. It's mental. I am also on Kick. Oh, sorry. Hey, Mike, great to have you here. I do stream on Kick. I don't think I get any viewers. I only just started. Same thing as Twitch. YouTube's the main place. That and Facebook. Okay, we should get started. We should get started to the episode. So, oh, Kevin is here. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome. There we go. Bucky's. My camera. Autofocus. I think I've hit the angle. No problems. Pleased you're here. Okay, we should get on with the show now. But very quickly, I'm going to go Irish, Scottish Irish, but I'll also say I'm allergic to it, so I can't really have it. I should do a process on that, the allergy process, see if that works. I can have a little bit of it, but not much of it. It gets me overheated. Oh, we convinced him, everybody. We convinced him. I can't remember myself. Yeah, there's our pre-show chat before we do the episode. So if you don't know, if you're new here, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday's motivational, Wednesday's live hypnosis sessions. Friday is this episode, more chill out, but we'll see what happens. And then we have this pre-show talk, and then I do the live episode recording of the podcast, which has been downloaded over 14 million times. And that's awesome. 150,000 downloads every... That camera's going to annoy me. Okay. And I won't be interacting with a chat because it will become the podcast in the future. And this is going to be episode 800. And where are we at, everybody? 842. 842. I know that song. Yeah, that's true. We're a nice little family here. I'll catch up with some of the comments if I've missed any, or let me know. But let's get to it. I'm just going to do a very abrupt... Does this do this? No, that's just me. Okay. I'm going to do a very abrupt one of the audio. And then we'll get into the episode. Actually, what is it? 9. There we go. A bit abrupt. Yes, you did miss. There's a hypnosis session. Swoosh time. Yeah, everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet. You don't, so you can chat. I don't mind. I don't... Sounds rude, but I don't pay attention. Because I'm in a different place. In my mind. Okay, ready, steady, let's get to it. Ready, steady, let's episode 842. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 842. Now, in today's episode, we are talking about haters, the complainers, the people who just kind of rile us up and sometimes even try to bring us down. We want to be able to get into the heart of the matter of this episode, which is How do we deal with it? How do we deflect it? How do we experience it or not process it in a negative way that it lingers in our life experience? And really, the honest truth is how to stop people holding you back by doing so. Because if people are hating upon us from a distance or in person, it does have an effect on your esteem. And we do not want it to have an effect on your esteem. We want to be able to shine and rise together. But here's one thing I want us to play around with as a concept. I was thinking about this the other day. That if you have a goal and a dream, no matter what, there are going to be consequences to that. There's going to be consequences. If you want more money, you're probably going to have to pay more tax. If you want more money, you never know, friends will come out the woodwork trying to get more money. With every goal, there's always going to be a downside. It has to. There's always going to be something. Not to say the downside's bad, it's worth it, right? It is worth buying new clothes if it means that you're going to lose weight to be your desired weight. So they can be good things, but the reason why I bring that up right now is that if you choose to expand your success, the chances are that improvement may bring people to criticize you. A term that I hear is like tall poppy syndrome. And I heard that it happens less in America, although I live here, and it does make sense that it's more motivating, whereas England, we're quick to judge sometimes or bring people down to their station. We can kind of project our own mindsets and thoughts sometimes. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or maybe it's a location thing, but ultimately just know in your mind, be at peace with this. If you are going to get better at something, if you want to achieve a certain goal, the chances are there may be some people who will try to bring you down a peg or two. That can happen. But if we think about the haters, if we think about the complainers, the doubters, we have to be gentle upon ourselves and even them to a degree. Because if you take it personally, you're just going to sabotage that success. You're going to play small because you're going to think, I don't want to rock the boat. We just did episodes at Live Hypnosis and the one before that one about people pleasing, like how it causes us to overdo things and feel bad about ourselves. And in the same notion, if you do want to improve yourself, but you think you might get some negativity around it, you might go, well, it's easier to just not do it. It's easier to go, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to cause this conflict here. But that's not fair either, because if it's on your heart, if it's a goal that you want, we shouldn't allow other people to bring us down or to at least stop us. But to be gentle, if we are getting criticism, if we're getting critiqued, if we're getting the haters and the doubters, let's just look at the intention behind their behavior. Number one, it's going to allow you to take it less personally. Number two, you're going to also diminish some of those emotions. If you just play around in your mind for a moment, if there's someone in your life who can be like that, who can hate upon you sometimes, criticize you, doubt you, putting aside the behavior of the critique, think about the intention behind why they are doing what they're doing. Just think about it. Come from a place as if you were looking through their own eyes, through their life experience, if you know it. Because you may not be thinking about what they're going through because we're taking it so subjectively, we're taking it so personally. But if we just put ourselves to one side and look through their own eyes, through their life experience, can we see any intentions behind what they do? It doesn't justify them. It doesn't let them off the hook. but it does allow you to have a deeper insight into what they're actually doing. For example, typically bullies were once bullied. So they try to gain back the power, they try to get back the power. They try to enforce power to make them feel better about themselves. People trying to pull you down, in a way, metaphorically are below you, right? Because they're pulling you down. So that could mean they're not in the right place where they want to be. So it's easier to cut people down to make themselves feel good. Doesn't make it right. It does not make it right. It does not let them off the hook. Doesn't give them an excuse. But there are going to be reasons as to why the haters hate. Maybe their life has not been one that has been real happy and wonderful. Maybe they've been hurt and abused. Maybe they've gone through significant traumas, so they're trying to get something by doing it, and that's all they know how. That's all they know how. I'm sure if they could choose another way of living and being happy, then they'd probably like to do that. They'd probably do so. But if they cannot, it must mean they're trying to operate from that place that they've always known. Maybe they were so criticized growing up that they had so many high expectations placed upon them that they go, well, this is just all I know. So therefore I'm going to repeat and replicate the exact same behavior that I was taught. So it doesn't let them off, doesn't give them an excuse, but it can give you a sense of peace that it's not about you. Therefore, you're not taking it personally. Now, on the one notion, I put my work out there to the world. I've got over 1,000 videos on YouTube of my work. I've done over the 842 episodes. And with that being public in terms of the audio and video space, because it's been downloaded around, or combined, probably like 200,000 times views and downloads every single month of just my free work, you are going to then have a percentage of people who may criticize you. They might say something about my voice, my appearance. Some people don't like those things, aspects of me. But if I were to allow that one person or two people to make me go, well, I'm not going to do this anymore, how bad is that? That wouldn't be a good thing to do, to take all the judgment of one or a small group of people to diminish your potentiality. Why should we be living through the critique, the criticizer, the hater? Why should we allow it to dictate our happiness? Because I'm sure if whatever you're doing, you are doing the best to your ability as well. And if you have goals and dreams, I'd like to think, if you're listening to this, because I like to think of this more of a wholesome podcast, because it's all about developing yourself and growing and becoming a better person, good for self, good for others, and good for the world. I'd like to think we should not have to go, I'm going to play small because of that. Because of the one person, the two people, the three people, the 5 people, even there's 10 people. Why should we allow their opinions to be reality? Maybe it's an opportunity to show them what can be done. You know, when like Gandhi says, be the change you want to see in the world, well, sometimes you got to be the change you want to see in the other person. Sometimes they haven't got that model of what can be done. So when you start to be an example of what can be done, they will have a platform or a strategy, or at least evidence that they can do it too. It's just they may not know that it's possible. They're once again repeating and replicating the same old thoughts and ideas and feelings that they've always had. And the reality is, you can't please all the people all the time. It's just impossible. So you may as well make a decision about, what is it that you want? What is it going to get you? Be at peace with the haters. Like, there's going to be people out there, in person and afar, who take so much easier just to type something online. And I think that they're called keyboard warriors or something like that. And they're just doing it. They're not thinking about the consequence. They're just doing it as an outlet. But they're just words. Words shouldn't have to hurt us. Opinions should not have to hurt us. People's belief systems, which are different from our own, shouldn't have to hurt us. I think we've got to get to a level where we go, okay, that's their opinion for me or about something, but it does not have to be my reality. Other people's opinions is none of my business, because it's a reality. It is something that has and will happen, but it shouldn't have to define who you are. So what I would do is come up with the reasons as to why I'm being the real me, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Go deeper than just the outcome. Think about all the most amazing consequences by doing what you want to be doing. Because you might be wanting to set up your own business, or being a practitioner of change, or to go up in the promotional ladder of your career, and you might be concerned about what people think along the way. Well, knowing that we now know their intentions behind why they do what they do, and on top of that it's not you. It's not about you personally. It's just their model of the world. But then you go into, well, why am I doing this? Like, what's the cause behind what I'm doing it? What is the consequence of me living the life that I want? Where it be financial abundance, so you can serve your family, your future, the communities around you from that abundance, or whether it be just a deep inner peace, a passion, a purpose. It doesn't matter if it's materialistic or not. Think about the reason as to why you are doing this. You see, if you can find more leverage and more reasons and possibilities of the goal and the outcome, you'll start to realize that that goal that you have, that idea of who you want to be, the authentic self, is going to be bigger, bolder than any hate. That's just the way it is. If you can enlarge in your reasons and your values and your purpose, your mission, your ambition, you'll go, it's okay. It is normal. It is natural. It is something that happens. Now, if you're thinking about just in an online space, I heard someone say recently, if they don't have your number, don't worry about them. Because the people who have your number, like your personal number, they're the ones who probably are better for you. They're the ones who probably know you. Unless you're in a narcissistic relationship, then listen to the previous episodes of the people-pleasing, hypnosis, and the one before that. But most people in a healthy life, the people who have your number, who can reach out to you, in other words, the calls that you want to accept, they're the ones you care about. The other people who don't have that, then they're probably not worth worrying about, because you haven't given your number out to them. So just weigh it up on the hierarchy of things. Like, where is that hate coming from? What is their intention? But also, where are they in the vicinity of you in terms of value? If they're not close to you, then you shouldn't have to take on their opinions as closely as reality. Now, of course, there has to be some self-reflection. That is important. So if I get negative feedback about, say, my voice or how I look, then yeah, I kind of dismiss that. I don't need to go there. Like, that's none of my business. But if there is a form of hate, critique, just be conscious of it. Is there something that we can improve? Maybe they're shining a light on something, but they're exaggerating it in a way which is very mean. But maybe there's an element of truth. Maybe we've got to self-reflect and go, okay, I could do a little bit better. I could take on that. I might not like the feedback, but if we think about what communication is the meaning that you get back from your communication. So if you're communicating, and by communicate I mean just being around people, and you're getting these responses from people, and it's kind of common, then we might go, well, it's not just people. Maybe it's a little about me that I've got to change. Maybe I've got to make some changes. It is one of those things that we just have to consider. That's nothing bad. Self-reflection is good. It's taking a reality check in what's really happening. Is there some things we can improve upon? It might not be as exaggerated as how that hate comes about, but it's always feedback, right? It's all feedback. Maybe we need to disregard all of it. Sometimes there can be an element we just want to pay attention to and get a little bit better at. But if we want to really make that change, you've got to make your own identity, your own self-belief, your own self-certainty in who you are, in what you're doing and how you're doing it, to the point that they can cast as many shadows upon you, your light is brighter. That's just the way it is. You take a stand for what is right. You take a stand for what is good. And therefore, if you know your intentions are pure, then why should we sweat the small stuff? It's just something, I know, and like I said, I'm saying it like it's really easy. It can take time to do this. But it does start with building your self-belief and your self-certainty. To know that you're worthy, deserving, and good enough. That you're capable. That your dream is worth it. That you are going to go, look, I'm ready to step out, be bold, and embrace any negative things coming my way. Because I know it's going to happen, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You see, people won't always understand your journey. They won't, just in the same way we didn't really look at their intentions, because they're doing it for a certain reason, may not like the behavior, but the intention is there. People don't always know your intentions. People don't always know much about you. But the more you know about yourself, it will cause you to express that at a deeper level. So maybe you can shine your light brighter, for they don't have to hate. Not all the time. I'm a realist here. Like, some people just want to hate. But I don't have to fix them. I don't have to challenge them. I don't have to do anything if I don't want to. I can just think, like I said, other people's opinions are none of my business. But if my intention is pure, which it is, in my opinion, it is pure. I want to help as many people in the world as possible. Free work, paid work, whatever it is, I want to help. That's why I've done all these episodes. And I'm totally at peace that people will say negative things. Doesn't mean I love it, doesn't mean I like it, doesn't mean it has to affect me either. When you know who you are, it doesn't matter what people think you are. You start to own your own domain. You start to own your own behaviors. You start to own your identity. And you have to remember your identity dictates your belief systems and your values, the things which are important to you. It dictates your capacity, your behaviors, and showing up in the environment. So you don't want to just keep changing the environment. You want to be able to change your identity so you can go into any environment that you want and shine regardless. Now, to finish this off, we still have to be consciously aware of the environment. Is it toxic? Is it a purely toxic place? Because you can't plant wonderful flowers and agriculture in a polluted soil, right? That's not gonna work. So sometimes you do need to unplant yourself because you are more than the environment. You don't have to stay there if you don't want to. You can leave that narcissistic relationship or that power-hungry boss or the abusive XYZ. You have an opportunity to do so. It can take time. Doesn't have to be like right away. You might have to find other things to supplement or to plant yourself to find that new environment. But there are going to be times where you're going to go, look, I just feel like I need to get out of that one. Because you've changed all you can, and that's just the environment. But when you know that you're enough, you will do so much more freely and happily, without guilt, without shame, without worry, without expectation, because you know, actually, I'm more than this environment. I'm going to plant myself where it is a rich nutrition, where it gives you the opportunity to flow, to plug yourself in a community with people who lift you up and support you. Because when that happens, you do grow. And that means you can take on that feedback and you're not placing yourself around haters. But I'll just say one more time, with every goal and outcome, with every dream that you have, by being more the authentic self, you are brightening up, right? You're lighting up more. And therefore, other people will and may try to diminish it because they're blinded by the light. They're blinded by your, let's say, greatness. They're blinded by your desire to be somewhere. So that is why it kind of irritates them. It causes them to feel conflicted because you're only lighting up maybe a fear within them. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you can be the example. But that's going to happen. Doesn't have to be on a big level. Could be just the one person. But be at peace with it. And therefore you don't care. Like, it's good to care less. To not take things so personally. Because if you did, or if everyone did, no one would do anything. Everything that you're experiencing right now, look at everything around you. Maybe the device you're watching or listening to this, because it is being broadcasted live on youtube.com/Joseph Clough, to the things that you have. I'm sure the people who created this probably once had doubters that it was even possible, from the technology to the improvements and all those things. They're going to get some pushback and some critics. Is that really possible? Can you really do that? I don't think you're good enough. I don't think that can exist. But the fact that they went out there and did it anyway, because they knew deep down there was something to explore and to express in the world by being authentic and following through with that massive and inspired action, that caused the things that we have right now to come into existence. So other people's opinions are not your business. So I hope you got some value from that. It might be a good idea to check out the previous 2 episodes because it is a bit of a theme right there. But of course, if you want to get more help, I do actually have a mobile app at freehypnosis.app. It has all these free episodes in there. It has an ad-free experience as well if you're a part of the app. That means you don't get those annoying ads here and there. There is a whole hypnosis section, which has hundreds of hypnosis sessions. You can favor them so it appears right to the top of the feed. You can change it from the sun to the moon to make it a sleep session, like a guided extra 15 minutes, which just kind of goes less and less in volume. You can download it, repeat it. You can create your own custom hypnosis sessions. Choose a topic, then the symptoms, and the app will just create it for you. You can go ahead and listen to the 4-hour plus sleep hypnosis sessions. Just make sure you press the download icon or let it fully buffer before you turn your phone into airplane mode. You've got audio programs on there, which we're going to be adding more to. You've got things such as the night mode and the dark mode, or light and dark mode. You can create your own playlist, and that means it'll go from one track to the other. You might go, I want this one in the free section, I want this one in the custom section, I want an audio program, and then it will just play them all, back to back. Throughout the night or throughout your workday, throughout your commute, just make sure you're not listening to hypnosis when operating machinery and things like that, but you get the opportunity to create those. And it just means that you get everything you want all within one app whenever you need it. And of course, if you are enjoying this episode or other episodes, please leave a review. Your words. I mean, we're talking about negative criticism. If someone goes, for a quick example, and this is not negative if you're listening to this, I got a 3-star review, and the review was, I didn't find a track for, I can't remember, it was like travel nausea, something like that, and just left a 3-star review, and there was like a question mark to it, as of like, is there one on the app? I can't find it. So your review kind of equals out some of those reviews sometimes, or maybe I need to start creating one. then it's best to reach out to me personally if you want me to add things to the list. But anyway, I digress. Your review counts. Your words will inspire other people to get the free help that they need. And that's at freehypnosis.app, or search hypnosis in the App Store, and I'll probably be right near the top or at the top. So with that, you have the best rest of your day. Allow yourself to express yourself in freedom, because you are worth it, deserving. Other people's opinions aren't your business. So let's shine together. Let's shine bright, even if it creates a bit of like so bright that they can't really see, right? Because they're so blinded by the light of your greatness. So with that, I'll speak to you soon. Many thanks and goodbye. Okay, that was the live recording of the podcast, which will be out in a few weeks. Actually, if you're a part of the app, it'll be out this time next week. If you're listening to not the app, it'll be out in 3 weeks, I think. So I see all your comments on the YouTube, definitely, for sure. We've been streaming for an hour already. Yeah, you watch this again, break it down. That's right. That kind of, I know you said this before that, but it kind of fits in with the environment as well, right? If you're planted and grounded properly in the right environment, all the nutrients, you get even better. True. That's the way. None of your business. There we go. A bit of synchronicity there. I only heard that the other day. I thought it was pretty cool. Because the people who really know you have your phone number. Right? Like I said, take away the narcissists, because we need to improve our own self-esteem to maybe kick them out. But generally, you give out your phone number to those who you like and love, who have your best interests. So everyone else, you go, well, they haven't got my number, so obviously I don't have them in my life that much anyway. So I'm just scrolling down. There's always a lesson. Yes, there is. I wonder if I've got one on rejection. Have I? If not, why not? If not, why not? Most welcome, Sharon. Great to have you here on Facebook. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can do one specifically. I will do my best. I'm editing this, putting it all scheduled, and then I gotta check my emails, but then I'm done. That means I get to stop work at 5, which is pretty good. And then I'm teaching tomorrow, as you know, if you were here at the beginning, at 8 a.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. Welcome to King's Cross. This train journey is stopping at Cambridge, St. Ives, Ely. I want to be a train robot person. Yes. It was just funny because, just send me an email. Within the app, it says, contact us. Don't do a 3-star review, because then I'm like, why would I want to create one? You just rated it 3 stars out of 5. That was my initial thought. I reframed myself, but it wasn't the best communication. You got what it takes, Kevin Lung. You've got this. Yeah, the fear. What did we say? Rejection. Yeah, rejection. I'll add it to my list. Just don't give me 3 stars. Ah, I got 3 stars. But I'll take those 3 stars. Have a good one, Cheryl. Thank you so much. We should do a hypnosis session on haters. Shouldn't we? Should we? Shouldn't we? Or should we not? Oh, thank you so much. So kind of you. Here we go. Takes at least one, maybe. We all do. We shine together. That's true. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Appreciate you being here on Facebook as well. And here's the thing, it is hard to face, right? But it was always there. It was always there. Or maybe not when we came into this world. Maybe. But becoming conscious of it gives you the opportunity to deal with it. To just get it done. Otherwise, it would have still been there, but just not fully fleshed out. You would have still felt the feelings, had the same symptoms, had the same issues. So knowing it is actually the first step. Even though it's not that nice to go, oh my goodness, I feel this. I know what it is. It's still so powerful. So that's a good thing. I've been on a train in America, but I don't remember the voice. But yeah, in England, it's like, welcome to King's Cross. The next train station is Cambridge. Oh, here we go. Welcome to King's Cross. The next station departing at 5:04 heads to Cambridge. St. Ives. That's a whole different location. I'll make a mistake. It goes to Ely. Ding. Not that one. That was a robot. Do one on the haters. Okay, we can add that to the list. Awesome, so pleased you enjoyed it. Where is the new nighttime hypnosis? Oh my, so the demands. The demands. It's edited. It will be out. I'll check. Bear with me. If you're on the Cool Kids app of mine, you can always send me an email because you're a part of my peoples in my program. But the sleep. Okay, so we got Sleep Hypnosis Stop People Pleasing, which is a nighttime session, ends at 44 minutes and 44 seconds. It's coming out on the 20th, and then you get another bonus one, which will come out on the 22nd, and that's a bonus sleep hypnosis session. Or, sorry, a bonus sleep hypnosis for Esteem. So you'll be getting that one on the app. But the demands, where is that nighttime sleep session? Yeah. Someone bibbed at me in the car a while back, and I learnt this from Melissa, and she would just wave at them and smile. Just wave and smile, like real nice wave and smile. And they're like, what? You're not angry? You're not angry because I'm angry at you? Because they're used to like bibbing, and the other person going, ah, and the other person going, ah. But if they go, ah, you just go, sorry, and just smile. That's it, mind the gap. That's in the NLP stuff as well. Mind the gap. 9 3/4? It's a 3/4 plane? Are you talking about the wizard? Every time I go to King's Cross, there's just a huge people looking at the wall. Is that the one? I've never seen it, as you know. Oh, some of you know, I've never seen Harry Potter. But King's Cross, they're all there. There's like a shop there. There's a wall. I don't know why they look at a wall for. But they surround this wall. Maybe that's the platform. I don't know. Oh, thank you so much. It's good to be silly. Ding. See, look, hire me. Hire me. I need to get a good ding though. I haven't got one, have I? Ah, my goodness. I'm not gonna find it. It would have been good. Should we try? Shall we? Let me see if I can upload. I've got to find it. Oh, I don't think I've got the audio version. But you know the Sleepy Train Journey one? Which I created. I can't find it. Yeah, but... Welcome to King's Cross. There we go. That's the way. It might be, yeah. I'll set it up earlier. It shouldn't be too hard. Most welcome. Great to have you here. Yeah, that thing that just came out, right? Yeah. Okay, you guys are just bigging each other up, which is awesome. Most welcome. It is Harry Potter. Ah, we don't. Oh, sorry, Harry Potter fans. I've never seen it, so. Why would you make a platform 9 3/4? Is there 9 1/2? I don't know. Thank you. I am fully busy. Unless it's like a blockbuster movie like this summer. You don't get those anymore, do you? This summer. Yeah, I know a couple. Yeah, well, look in the app, the free section. I think I released it for free. It's called, and it's on YouTube as well. It's called Sleepy Train Journey, I think. Okay, we gotta close down the stream because my music finished. We've been streaming too long. We've been streaming too long. Oh, we're just about to finish. You'll get the replay, Michelle. Great to have you here. I hope you're having a good Friday after your sleep, or whatever it brings. Yeah, get that. It's called like Sleepy Train Journey or something. I can tell you what number it is, maybe. Then I better go. I need to stop work for a bit. So I can tell... Well, I could have just uploaded it from here then, couldn't I? Huh. Huh. Episode 712. Episode 712. Episode 712. Welcome to this meditation on a beautiful train journey of transformation. I'm going to guide you into a restful sleep by taking you on a relaxing train ride through the beautiful countryside. So find a comfortable position now and make sure you will not be disturbed so that you get a restful, wonderful sleep. Get as comfortable as you can now, and at any time along the way where you need to reposition yourself. Oh, there we go. That was that one. 712, if you need it. 712. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So, everybody, thank you for being here. My music's gone really loud in my ears. Platform 712, you got it. Oh, my voice. I don't know what's happened. But thank you ever so much, everybody. Thank you, Rosa, for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Why is my volume so... Oh, there we go. Gotta turn it down. And I'll see you on Monday. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll speak to you all soon. Hit that like button. Many thanks and goodbye. Totally wrong transition. It's Friday. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? If you want to critique me on that, if you want to hate on me because I pressed... Okay, I was pressing the wrong buttons, which made a mistake. Oh, thank you, Mark. Great to have you here. Great to have you. Are you new here? New profile pictures, at least. Great to have you both here. Oh, press the right button. I was going, wasn't I? Okay, many thanks, and you'll watch the replay if you just missed it. So, speak to you all soon. Many thanks, and goodbye.